Now, that's the Focus stuff done. Now, it's everybody else. I'm just gonna veer around because we've got Mondeo's Lotus Cortina. Oh, that Lotus twin cam engine is the sound of this engine. I've sat in one of these, and believe you me, it was a Mark II, and the sound of this, it's raw engine sound. It's not exhaust sound, it's raw engine sound. I love the individual relays just scattered over there. Amazing, brilliant. Oh, brilliant. TR7, assumingly, could be a TR8. You can't tell from the bodywork unless I'm wrong about that. I think it's a TR7, could be a TR8, but most likely a TR7. MGTF, lovely to see these at any show now. And next to its much older cousin, an MGB, in a gorgeous black colour. And don't you think black, chrome wire wheels and a red interior, that just goes. Oh, that absolutely shines. And what I like about 70s cars in black is they just look badass. I mean, I like P6s, but I always thought, would a P6 look good in this kind of metallic black colour? It was some sort of like not even Secret Service, police, etc. You know, MI5. It looks very, very cut and shut. You know, very, very up and coming. Wow, this is for sale. Mini Cooper 1.3i, 42,000 miles. Absolutely immaculate. E-Type Jag, and it's an E-Type Jag that doesn't look immaculate, which is amazing. Yes, that is great. The interior is worn down, chrome wire wheels showing their rust. Love it, absolutely love it. I am a little bit bored of seeing immaculate cars, and it is nice to see one that actually looks just in keeping. It still looks amazing as it is. Oh, we got smart cross blades. Yeah, remember when this was a thing? Whoa. Here across. Oh, wow. An 840C. I remember the BMW old 8 Series. That was a thing that they shelved quite early on. But oh, look at the lines on that. Pop-up headlights. Lovely interior. That's quite. I've not seen an 8 Series at a show in quite a long time. That is quite a spot. Now, I'm seeing a lot of cars that I would never see. I've never seen before. So it's an Aladdin's cave for me. Got the Porsche Club on this side. I'm less interested, but we'll just veer over. Got a Mercedes-Benz Club over here. Oh. Oh. Yeah, that's quite yellow. 280 SL. Oh.
We both thought there was a polo.
I'm just taking this in. I'm so enjoying myself. I don't even know what to look. Porsche 944. I remember actually the XKs are going through the roof actually in terms of value. They were cheap, and I think I ain't seen many of these in a while now actually. 944S Series 2. Wow. Okay, these were cheap several years ago, and now they've just gone through the roof. White is a great colour for them. Porsche over here. Oh, this is a favourite straight away. Yes, okay. Now the 5 Series of this age is one of the best BMWs ever. 523i. Okay, most of them are 520s from what I can see. I always fancied one. I always wanted. I like the look of these, and I always thought, could I? And I wanted these wheels, but I tell you, how difficult would that be to clean? I don't know what they're called. I think they're turbine wheels or something like that. There'll be a specific designation for that. Nissan Figaro, cool car. Honestly, you could only get one by being entered into a lottery in Japan, and now every single one of them have worked their way back to the UK. Well, they've worked their way into the UK, I should say. They've been imported. In fact, I'd say there's more here than in Japan now. They're just so cool. Why can't they do this? This was in the 90s when cars were adding crumple zones for protection. This is a Nissan Micra underneath, and I can kind of see the stance of a Nissan Micra in my head. But putting a body over the top like this and giving it some retro styling, why can't manufacturers just do that now? Maybe probably legislation's ruled that out, but Nissan managed to achieve it. Honestly, they should have sold more of these, because they certainly would have. Ooh, got GT6. I have the Mark III. Hillman, there's a Hillman Hunter here. There's another 944 here.
So it won't start the car. But what happens with those is they fail.
Ooh.
You just won't start the car. So
that's a lovely XK150. I don't see Jaguar XK150s at all now. Getting one out to a show is very difficult. I smell the leather. Oof. Wow. Cortina GT. I've seen one Cortina GT, and this pattern is perfect, absolutely spot on. Chrome dials, chrome steering wheel. You know you're in a GT car. He's added a bullet mirror. Strange enough, we get some oddities and random cars, but an 02 plate 25 stuck in the middle of the field is, yeah, great, lovely. No problem with that whatsoever. Well, another Lotus Cortina over there. A couple of random cars. Oh, we've got a massive lineup at the back. Got some Minis on this side. We've got a few Minis going here. We've got some Mini clubs going on here. Sierra Cosworth here. Yep, fantastic. I see quite a few of them. Yep. That's quite interesting. Yeah. Ooh, there's me. I think most of the populars that I see are quite, they've been messed about with over time. TF over here in red. Got another Mini up here. Oh, goodness me, you don't see many of these. Jet black sort of Mini. Well, it's a John Cooper, but same paintwork as a sort of jet black Mini. On a J-Reg, that's very late, probably carburetted actually, just a very late one. That's a Rover 75 V8, hence the grille. That's a great spot. Yeah, that Rover 75 V8's a car that should never have been, but a Caterham 7. So I'm going round in circles because honestly, I'm being absolutely bewildered by the amount of cars here. BMW Alpina. Alpina, you silly boy. Sunbeam. Oh, wow, look at that. How highly practical. I've been warned about the amount of Triumph Stags actually that might show up. .318. Pokey little things. There's one near me actually. An Escort 1.6. Escort 1.6 Sport. Oh gosh, how rare. 1600 Sport, 1979, manufactured in South Africa, registered in 1980. Oh, I like a Saab. Nice to see them. Cavalier, Cabriolet. Oh, Austin Mini, probably a 1000. Dolomite. Got another Mini here. prefect. So we've got a popular, we've got a prefect. Oh, wow, that is a rare thing. These are very, very rare thing. I love seeing these. Rover 216 up there. Look at cabriolet. Nice minor. Here. Obviously see a white Capri basking in the sun. Sorry, just for a second, give you a backdrop of how big this is. I started all the way down there, and I've yet to go to another row yet. Punto on an M-Reg. That's very, very early. GT Turbo. Oh my goodness. Whoa. A restored E-Type. XJ40. Yeah, XJ40. That's up for sale apparently. People didn't take to them because they were quite square, but I think people really do respect them now. They're very, very technological underneath. We do have an RS in attendance. I was told there was an RS here. Fantastic. Really, really nice car. Imperial blue. Gorgeous. And they were all made in the same colour, of course. Capri 2-litre laser. This is nice. I mean, it's looking flat. It's looking worn. It's got a radio missing. It looks like it's halfway through some sort of project status, and it certainly is. Oh wow, this is exactly what you'd have seen back in the day. Someone's just dragged this off the driver and stuck it here. Well, fair play, and it's made it here. It's probably mechanically very, very, a very good car. Well, obviously to be here. Not a fan of these later Cortinas. Mark 4s and 5s are not my floaty boast, but it's lovely to see. 2-litre GL. At least it's not a Crusader. A Subaru 4-wheel drive turbo. What? Ah! This is Festival of the Unexceptional territory. I mean, look at that blue interior. Ah! That's interesting because you've got the side, you've got a bustle here for the back hatch. 1.8 4-wheel drive turbo. Electro pneumatic suspension with height control. Thought only Citroens were doing that. I didn't know that. I don't know enough about Subarus. Those are Carltons. Boy, oh boy, do people go mad on these things now. What a badass car that is. Superb. That's nice, that. Daihatsu Carbon. Wolsey 1600 Beetle. Jetta GTI. That's a GTD Golf. So that's a diesel GTD. Unbelievable. Wait a minute. What have we got down here? We've got a Corvette. We've got a 45 down here. Oh, yes, yes, yes. In fact, what make and model is this? It is up for sale for £900. 1.445 petrol manual, unmolested, starter classic. Yeah, I get that. I get that. Well, how nice to see. Next to a Mark 1 Focus, I wasn't aware that this was here actually. So it's wearing some kind of darker tinted angel lights potentially. It's got a front splitter on the front. It's had the wheels changed. Recaro seats on the inside. It's had the double din. That's quite popular to do. That's quite popular. Steering wheel's been covered up quite nicely actually. That's actually being re-levered. I'm sure that's a re-levered wheel. They are £100. They're very, very expensive. And we've got the American specification backlights. Very nice to see that actually. That was what I did to mine actually. But mine was LED, that's bulbs. That's actually a better idea. Because if the bulbs blow, you have to replace the light. SD1. With the plenum to match the rest of the car. Amazing. Stag. I love this. Absolutely. On a K-Reg, it's a very late one. Wow, Land Crab. This is up for sale as well. 1,800. 3,700. Do you know what? you'd be lucky to get that, but I don't know what these go for. Oh, it's an automatic. So if it's an automatic, that might make it quite more appealing. Love the centre exhaust, because that was always a thing on the 1800, and it was the Austin 3 litre. To get an automatic on an 1800, yeah, that's quite rare actually. They used the Maxi, I think, used the same doors, hence why the length. The 3 litre was a bit of a compromise, quite a heavy car. This is interesting. I always like Land Crabs actually. Soft spot. Nice mine. Oh, nice. That's got nice patina on it. I like that. This is also the same. It's just a baby 60s colour. That's perfect. Ford Zodiac. Amazingly, people are still turning up, and I guarantee this will be full of cars. But I'm filming quite early on today. 2CV. That's nice. Again, we've slightly whether it was faded paintwork in the first place, I can't tell, because they always did some wacky colours, the French. I wouldn't be surprised if they came up with this exact colour, because, well, there's no chance of fading because it's already a faded yellow. Well, not yellow, sort of beige actually. It's more beige. It is quite a late one, 85 plate special, and it'd been quite. That is quite a late one actually. I love the folding top roof. Honestly, you know, I think, you know how thin the size. The way I see a 2CV, it's so flimsy and thin. It's hilarious. It really is, because you've just got that middle bar. You've got the windscreen, the bar, and the back screen stopping the car folding in if you had a collision. Which is quite interesting. It just looks like they've got 2 pieces of metal with some doors stuck to it, attached them to a couple of rods and a back screen and a front screen, and that's it. Amazing. DB9 Aston Martin. You could tell where Jaguar were definitely copying Aston Martin by doing the back styling of a lot of their cars back in the day. Micro GX, lovely to see one of these at a show. Why do we not see more of these? It's an automatic. Wow, that's quite interesting. Honestly, you know what? I wish there were more of these at a show, and the fact this is standard, it's not been messed about with. I hope that it remains that way, because that's a forgotten sight. Supras. Got some right rabbits. Got a Renault Megane Classic S registration. Ooh. That is.
The windscreen leaks.
Yeah, that is so French. Another MGR V8. Ooh, nice. XJ. Full blown thing. Tangy Orange Mini. We've got a Trabant. Now, I will warn you now. I tell you what, we have got. This is the first P6 that I've seen on my walks. V8S with white walls, the American style, you know, the North American kind of look. People in this country like North American versions. It's got the electric fan still going on there, still kicking in. And I'm sure the colour is Richelieu red, possibly. It's not Monza red. Got a 2000 here, or could be, yeah, it's a 2000 or 2500 E-Type. Oh, yes. I just think these are daring, aren't they? I used to think of Mark III RS Turbo alloys, a very, very similar design actually, a propeller style. Very, very in keeping. Actually, the S version. 318 IS, wow, that's another nice car actually. Yeah, that's cool. I do like a good E38, honestly. Who doesn't like an E38? ST220, nice to see that. RS Turbo over here, G-Reg. We have a Tomcat. Yes. Just love the coupe styling. lovely interior. Ford Corsair. Oof. Now we've got a row. I'm going to get carried away now. Sorry, guys. P6 is absolutely galore here. I've seen more here than at the club meets. So, Cameron Green V8 35S. Immaculate. I can smell the leather from here. That is the smell of my old girl. Oh gosh, they've all got the same leather smell. You cannot remove that. It's superb. That is nostalgic to me. Now this, again, Richelieu red. It's not Monza red unless it's gone flat. This is cloth. The cloth interior without headrests at all. That's quite normal. Got the normal clusters. That's it's got clusters. It won't have a strip speedo. 35. Oh, we've got quite a few 3500s actually. I don't know what wheels these are. Quite common to have wing mirrors put on. Now, I can't remember the colour of this one. It will come back in a second. There was quite a few blues going on. Black leather interior, fantastic on a day like today. With the boot mounted spare. Not a fan of that, I've got to say. I preferred it stoled inside, but each their own on that one. You got a nice little handle. Not all of them got that. That's an early thing actually. But yeah, boot mounted spare kit. You could either way. There's lots of kits where you can do that now. 2000 TC, cool car, very very fast actually. The argument is the 2200 TC can be faster than a V8 3500 automatic in 0 to 60. ET front headrest, black leather interior, black pleated interior. Really cool. Yeah, it's all cool. Perfect. This is almond. For some reason, actually, almond used to be quite a common colour. Now it's becoming quite a rare sight for some reason. This is Monza red. This is absolutely Monza red, deep in your face. There was a time where a lot of people resprayed their P6s Monza red because it just looked good. If it's a V8, boot mounted spare as usual. It's got the Huntsman vinyl roof, superb. Now this is just a 3500, so it is an automatic, and judging by the steering wheel, because it's slightly smaller and leather bound, it is power steering. Wow, power steering can be retrofitted, but it was also a very rare factory option. I suspect it could be original. Another L registration. They've all got the black and silver reg plates. Good. I did that even though mine shouldn't have worn it, but it just looks good on a classic this age, and I'm pleased that you are legally able to do so. I'm really pleased seeing all these. This is a Monza red. Is it a Monza red? Or possibly, I might be slightly wrong. There might be a shade difference. That's a lovely lineup of P6s. Excuse me, I'm just going to take a lovely picture of that. Got an American car lineup over there. Honda Accord, S4, Audi S4. Tell you something, actually, 05 plate Audi S4. Most of you are yumming and awing. No, actually, really good cars. Don't ever see them anymore. And I give credit to anyone who keeps a 20-year-old German car on the roads. Oh, it's the 4.2 V8. Oh my goodness. Yeah, don't complain about, access. I mean, spark plugs actually don't look bad actually, but my goodness me. Yeah, I mean, most of that, yeah. That just looks like a nightmare. Oh, it is for sale. No, interesting. No price actually. I'm quite curious to see what they actually obtain. Just Cortina, we're down here actually. We've got a couple. Oh, lovely. Toyota Cruiser.
I'm just going to the little symbol on the front is
Nissan GTR. Honda Civic. I have no idea. Kit Car Falcon. Jensen Interceptor 3. That is the best and most gorgeous car I've ever seen. Trust me, talk about dream cars. I've said I'd want probably a Jaguar XJ Series 2, probably the 4.2, not the 5.3 V12, maybe, in the right sort of combination. I think this has got to be maybe the first, maybe the second. It's one or two. It's a toss-up between the two of them. Jensen Interceptor, it's just a badass car. It looks bad. It's absolutely of its time in terms, it just will fit in to any 70s sort of science fiction series or any fictitious series, really. You know, bad cop, good cop, that sort of thing. And it did feature in a few. They're all automatics. I think 7.2 litre Chrysler V8 under the bonnet. Please don't tell me on the fuel consumption in this thing. But if you can own one of these things and afford to own them, then you can probably afford the fuel. Just about. Brilliant. Back windows just look amazing. I mean, honestly, the glass must have cost a fortune. Yes, they were built, but it's Jensen. They didn't build them well, but they look amazing. And could you imagine building something like this today? And honestly, even the name Interceptor, fancy going to someone's house and saying, what car you got these days? Oh, I've got an Interceptor. Doesn't that sound cool? Makes it sound like you've done something right in life. Oh, nice to buy a Porsche there. MX-8. Woohoo. Arctic Special. 205 this is actually. It is the 1.9. I thought it was a 1.6, so I was looking at it wrong. 1.9. Yeah, that's quite a nice car actually. The 1.9 is what people tend to veer towards, particularly for rallying. Huge amount of Porsches down this side. Honestly, look, if I've missed any cars, do forgive me, because this is just ridiculous. So we've got some American cars, we've got the Sheriff in town. I like it how they've actually kept this completely separate. This might be one whole club actually. It's amazing. Our lust for American cars is it's quite strong, and I'm sure the same enthusiasm actually is definitely there in America from what I've seen. I'm afraid it is a kind of a thing of you basically I don't know what this is doing here. That's interesting. That's a bit of a random spot. Yeah. They look very familiar. Now, I'm going to actually finish here because, gosh, I've got so many things to see. I'm going to leave you be. That is this part sorted. Part one, obviously, Focus Mark 1 related. I thought I was going to do it in one video. No chance, no chance. Anyway, I rarely do show videos these days, but this is one of the final shows of the year. There is one more coming up, and it's a big one. I hope to be going to that, weather permitting. You take care, guys. I shall see you very soon.